friends! As promised, I'm here today to show you the super cheap and super easy way that I put a fancy background on my bookshelf. I just got this at Walmart. I think they're like the $20 or $30 ones you can get there, so they're super cheap too, which is great. Okay, so you obviously want to start with no shelves in, just so you can get to the backing really easily. And the supplies you will need for this project: scissors, adhesive glue. I use the Aleene's Tacky Glue, and last but not least, scrapbook paper of your choice. Yes, I said scrapbook paper. There are a lot of how-tos on Pinterest that people do this with wallpaper or they paint it. I found wallpaper is kind of expensive though, and I'm cheap, like I said. And painting takes a long time because you have to like sand it and primer it and wait for that to dry and then paint it and wait for that to dry, and that's just all that kind of time. There's so many really pretty scrapbook paper prints, and you just find one that you like. I really like this Moroccan style, and I'll put a link to where I got this below. Once you get your scrapbook paper that you like, you can either just use the full sheet and just glue that straight onto the back. I cut it into tiles, and then I kind of rotated it so it looked like Moroccan tiles. So if you want to do the cutting into tiles part, pay attention. If not, really all you need to do is put glue on the back of this bad boy and slap it up there, and you're done, and it's super easy. But if you want to do the tiles, these scrapbook papers are generally 12 by 12, so obviously cutting that into quarters is pretty simple, which is nice because math is hard. So just cut your tiles. I think I don't know how many sheets I have here. I think it was like 14 sheets. I ended up covering the whole back of the bookshelf, so that might be how many you need to get. But again, you can do the math on that, which I know it's hard, I'm sorry. So then measure out your tiles and cut them. The magic of video, we're going to fast forward this part. Okay, so once you have your sheets all cut into tiles, this is, again, super easy. You just slap glue on the back and glue them in whatever arrangement you want. Yeah, so it's seriously just that easy. You just take your, your glue, make sure you get up to the edge or else it'll peel off, and you don't want that. You want it to look nice and squished on there. Tile, stick, voila. Once I get it all done, I'll let it dry for about a day and then I'll put the shelves in. But like I said, this is super cheap. I mean, I've got all these supplies for less than 20 bucks, which is a whole hell of a lot cheaper than wallpapering or painting, and it's so much easier. So if you guys do it, let me know, tweet it to me, Tumblr, YouTube, something. Yeah, I want to see, because it's fun. There's so many different kinds of scrapbook paper you can use and so many different bookshelves, and it just kind of spruces up your reading area a little bit. The first thing that I do is I have a list of questions that help me get a better foundation